a builder?
Yeah, we're gonna go pick up Donnie from Ashdon Builders.
Okay.
They're a local builder in this area, family owned, been here for almost 30 years. And you know, I just want to ask them a few questions to see what the trends are in building, what's going on in that market, because whether or not you know this, building and resale are much different.
Really?
Yeah, so it's going to be super.
Yeah, it's kind of the same on the living side.
Yeah.
It's like a double the process. Yeah.
Oh my God, I cannot.
What's up, Mom? To move you?
Hey guys, you want to play some music?
Absolutely.
All right, so Donnie, tell us, if I had a builder that was looking to build a house really soon, what is the estimated time that they can think or maybe know that they would be able to move in?
Probably for your typical house, you're probably looking about 5 months from date of contract and probably 4 months from, you know, actually starting the house itself with the footings. You know, because usually you take your first 30 days to get all your site plan ordered, to get your selections done, and start planning everything. So probably 4 to 5 months, depending on where the house is at, if it's a new construction.
Nice. And so for the site plan and stuff, is that something that you guys do as the builder, or will the buyer have to be doing that themselves, or how does that work?
The builder takes care of that, and then the buyer, of course, just has to approve everything and make sure the house is going on there where they want, and make sure everything's situated up front so there's no mistakes when the build starts.
Nice.
Now, Donnie, for our area, would you say crawl space, slab, raised slab, and who makes that decision? Is that the home buyer or the builder, developer?
It's the home buyer, but sometimes it's predetermined by the developer for the neighborhood. You know, sometimes you might have all crawl spaces or all slabs, but for me personally, I feel like with the high water table in our area, I kind of feel like you're better off going on a slab, but of course, you know, there's positives and negatives to all of that, you know, so there's a few people that would love a crawl space better because they're going to have options down the road.
Yeah.
They can add things, you can access under the house. And then there's others that have had issues with the crawl space in the past and of course would probably never have one again.
Now, how about, what do you see trending right now as far as, you know, are people liking the formal living room look, or are they more into, you know, big open spaces? And
a lot of people are getting rid of the formal living rooms and, you know, sometimes even the dining room and going with an eating area.
Yeah.
Interior, we're seeing, and just like what you're seeing on TV everywhere, a lot of grays and whites are in. A lot of natural wood floors. Exterior, we're seeing a lot of craftsman look with hardy plank or other cement siding. You know, we're seeing a lot of stone, both interior and exterior, and incorporating that into the design. So a lot of new trends. It's really really exciting what we're kind of doing right now.
I know in our area, energy efficient stuff is kind of becoming a thing. It's becoming something we hear on a regular basis. Is Ashdon energy efficient? Do they have things that you can do to their houses, your houses, that maybe will make your house more efficient?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the move towards the green building stuff. It's just becoming more and more built in, even into new building codes.
Oh,
just
nice.
as an example, a house that's built now versus one that was built 15 to 20 years ago is going to be probably 30% more efficient just by code without even upgrading anything in the house. And then you can take the upgrades even further. I mean, you can probably have a 3,500 square foot house heated and cooled for what a 1,200 square foot apartment would be.
Wow.
Compared to
that's
back
huge
then.
with your power bill. And
So when you take your payment into account, your new home is just so much more efficient. It really knocks your payment down overall with your outgoing money every month.
wow.
That's huge.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard.
So tell me, if I had a buyer that found an old house and wanted to tear it down and maybe wanted to build their own house, is that an option, or is that just something that's...
Absolutely.
And you would like bring plans and that kind of stuff to the table, that they maybe can look through the plans that you have and pick a model that you currently build?
That's always a better route to go if you can, because even if you buy a set of plans online, it's not, you know, engineered and designed to what your local governing authority wants to see. So even if you buy a set of plans online, you're going to end up having to take it to a local architect and get it modified to meet your local codes, and it's just a lot of work to do one of those. You really need to find a local builder or a local architect that has something that you can pick from that's approved in the area, and you're much better off trying to modify that than you would be to just completely start from scratch, you know, or buy a set of plans online.
That's a great thing, because with Pinterest and all these social media, you can get really wrapped up in spending time finding the house that you just absolutely love, but it doesn't fit this area. I didn't know that. That's a great thing to know. So at what point, now this is the fun stuff, at what point could a buyer pick their colors and their stuff, and at what point can they stop picking? Is there a time where they just have to stop?
For us, you know, we really try to pick all that in that first 30-day period.
Yeah.
Make sure everything is selected beforehand. That of course doesn't mean that that's totally the end of it. Everybody has a change order process. You know, for us, we try to make sure we check with the field and make sure where the progress is and make sure that we're not beyond the point of no return with certain options and changes to the selections. But everybody really does that process differently. There are some where once you pick it at the beginning, that's the end. Other builders allow more customization and changes throughout the process. And then some of it's just determined by how far along everything is, and it's not possible.
Sometimes you gotta stay, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay, welcome to my house. Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
Now, what are you finding with outdoor space? Are you finding that people are, you know, wanting to get more into?
Absolutely. The outdoor space is definitely becoming more popular. It's kind of an extension of the family living space anymore.
Yeah.
You're seeing a lot of outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, you know, fire pits. All of that is becoming really popular.
And is that something that you all do if, you know, somebody wanted to?
We do. You know, it's kind of personal preference and customer based. Some will want to do that after they move in when they really know what it is they want, and others know exactly what they want up front and find it easier to have it all done right out of the gate.
Now, will you ever come back for any of your current customers? And
We do.
you know,
We've had a lot of successful remodel jobs on homes that we built where the customer knew what they wanted and for whatever reason didn't do it up front, and then a couple years later has come back to us knowing that we built the home the first time and has really wanted us to do the addition or put in outdoor kitchens. I mean, anything like that. We've done a lot of that.
That
over
goes
the
back
years.
to you guys being a local company. Because you're local, you can come back
Right.
after. So that's great.